Alright, before I get started, I want to make one thing clear. I want to make things clear about where I'm coming from. I'm sharing this because I care, not because I want to stir up any trouble. If you're a friend or someone who likes my videos, and after hearing this you decide you no longer want to associate with me anymore, I get it, and there's no hard feelings. I'm still going to pray for you, and I mean that with all sincerity. I'd much rather speak the truth, even if it's tough. I don't want to stay quiet just because I'm afraid of what people may think. So, what's been bothering me lately is that I've been seeing people cheering about Charlie Kirk's death. It's been bothering me, and no matter what you thought about the person, celebrating someone's death isn't right. It's not only heartless, but it's also very damaging to you as a person. I know a lot of people don't agree with his politics or what he said or what he believed. That's perfectly okay. We're not all going to see eye to eye with one another. But it doesn't mean that that person deserves to die or anything. Disagreeing with someone should never turn into treating them like they're not human or making fun of their death. That's a line we should never cross, and it's plain and simple. It is not our place to do that. There are some verses that come to mind. First Proverbs 24:17 says something like, "Don't be happy when your enemy falls. Don't be glad when they stumble." Then in Romans 12:21, it says, "Don't let evil get the best of you, but fight evil with good." And of course, Matthew 5:44, where Jesus said, "But I tell you, love your enemies and pray those who make your life hard." Now, I know some people will say, hey, morality is subjective, but let's really think about that for 1 second. If morality is wherever anyone thinks it is, then nobody can ever say that anything is truly wrong. Whether it's lying, murdering, or betrayal, it will all come down to personal taste. But deep down, nobody really lives like that. Everyone knows that there are some things that are just wrong, no matter where you are or where anyone says. You don't just high-five someone when a kid gets hurt. You don't just shrug when you see something really unfair and say, "Oh well, that's just their opinion." We all know there's some kind of standard out there that's bigger than all of us. Whether we want to admit it or not, and I believe that standard comes from God and not ourselves. If you only think about things in terms of politics, you might try to excuse treating people badly as long as they're on the other side. But let's not forget that Charlie Kirk was much more than a political spotlight. Charlie Kirk was just a debater. He was not some type of political person in office or anything. He was just a person just like you and me. And my belief, he was made in the image of God. When celebrating his death, you're not only making some kind of important political statement, you're just showing who you really are, and that you're letting the hate take over your heart more than love. Politics doesn't give anyone a free pass to be cruel, or to make fun of people, or to be happy when someone dies. I am not implying to love politics, but to love one another. If you're celebrating death or making fun of people who are sad or chilling when bad things happen, you're not just hurting other people, you're making your own heart harder. And that's a road that doesn't end well. The Bible warned us that Galatians 6:7 says, "Don't fool yourselves. You can't make a fool of God. People will harvest what they plant." If you plant hate, cruelty, and mockery in your heart, it's going to grow into something ugly that you won't be able to control later on. But that's the great thing. Here's the great thing. You can turn that all around, and you can pick a different path that leads back to life, compassion, and truth, and through Christ. I know this is some pretty serious stuff that I'm used to talking about, but I'm saying this because I truly care about people. I don't want to see people heading down a path that leads to their own trouble. If you don't agree with me, we can just agree to disagree. That'll be okay. I'm still gonna pray for y'all. If you think morality is just another opinion, I encourage you to Really think hard about that idea and where it will take you. And if you're a Christian, let this be a reminder that we're not supposed to live by the world's standards, but by God. Let's try to live that. Let's try to live that out in our lives. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.